I was glad to see that Kevin Costner said he refused to give in to CNN for telling him to shorten his eulogy to Whitney Houston. The audacity. Kevin Costner is one of the greatest actors ever. Um, was very dominant late 80s, early 90s. And the guy, had epic films. I mean, Dances with Wolves. I mean, he did the thing, from, he definitely had an impact at the theater and variation. But what I like about this is that Whitney was a dear friend of his. They did The Bodyguard, which was a big time box office hit, and of course the soundtrack and I Always Love You, etc. And he respected Whitney Houston. And why do people put a timeline on when you're giving speeches? This is one thing at the Grammy Awards. I remember back in '93, Frank Sinatra sat there and they put the music on and they hit the cue and they cut it off when he was talking. But when we're talking about a funeral, we're saying goodbye to a loved one, to a soul. There should not be any time limit. Should not be. Kevin Costner grew to respect Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is one of the greatest artists ever. Okay? And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. She hasn't been touched by another female artist, in my personal opinion. None. It's not going to be popular to say, but Mariah can't see her. Beyonce can't see her. Taylor Swift show can't see her. Britney could never see her. Anyone you want to throw, Celine Dion couldn't see her. Whoever you want to throw at me, they're not touching Whitney. She dominated the music and the film game. And she did it at a high level. Hit it hard. Dominant. So I applaud what Kevin Costner says, the audacity and the shadiness of CNN. They a janky butt company anyway. And they racist and they trash, you know. Um, just one of them plantations that they don't really do real journalism anyway. They do flips and bars and they try to get some pieces and places, but they are clueless. You get someone like Whitney Houston, who's like music royalty and essential. You give the common respect when you're going to say the departure and departed. You don't put time constraints on that. You don't do that. And I applaud Kevin Costner for saying something, because a lot of them wouldn't say a thing. A lot of them would act and look the other way and act like they don't know what you're talking about. So I'm glad to hear that Kevin Costner speaking out against that plantation. Whitney Houston deserved better. She deserved way better. And you should give her as much time you want to talk about it. So I applaud him for speaking out on CNN's evilness. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the review if you like my piece.